Simplicity. How does that word make you feel? And what if you could bring simplicity to your money? How would that change absolutely everything if the actions you needed to take were simple? If what you were going to do next each and every day with your money was simple, if the plan, if the process was simple, if you knew exactly what to work on and it was simple, what would simplicity with your money feel like? So that's exactly what we're going to dive into today. A reminder that this is part 2 in a 3-part series. I'll link the first video here, which is about clarity, but today is pillar 2. We're talking about simplicity. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for joining, and be sure to subscribe and hit the like button if adding simplicity to your money routine sounds amazing. I don't think there's an area in our lives where simplicity can't help. Certainly with our finances, simplicity with your money. Oh my gosh, it lightens the load. Simplicity with our money makes us so much more efficient and effective. And when you're efficient with your money, you're not spending as much, you're not wasting, you're not throwing money away, essentially. Back in the clarity lesson, we talked about what is next, what's the problem we need to solve. When things are simplified with your finances, it's easier to stay on track, to reach your goals, to really work on that one thing that matters right now. When you add the layer of simplicity, when you bring that element of simplifying to your money, it makes taking action on that one thing so much easier. All right, so I've got 5 key concepts, key words that we're going to talk about that you really want to be focusing on when it comes to simplifying your finances. So the first word is consolidate. This means consolidate your accounts, consolidate income into one place, consolidate your savings. If you're the kind of person who has checks that haven't been cashed sitting in a drawer, cash laying around in a bunch of different places, you have different accounts open at different banks, you have savings and checkings and debit cards and credit cards, and maybe you and your spouse are keeping your income in separate accounts, it's time to consolidate. We need to know what the picture is, what is going on, get everything in 1, 2, 3 places, but not the 5, 10, 15 places that I know some people do. Okay, the second word is automate. And I think this word, this trick, this hack for simplifying is probably the most important one that you'll do with your money. When you automate, you literally don't have to do anything. You set it up one time and it takes care of itself. If there are places in your finances that get missed, that get forgotten, that get pushed off, that are late, that are maybe very important but aren't part of your priorities every single month, let's automate it. What can you automate in your finances? So let's be very careful that we're not over automating. For example, if you have your credit card linked up to Amazon.com and you really have identified the problem in your finances is that you are easily overspending, we don't want to have that automation in place. What I'm talking about here is let's automate making your mortgage payment. Let's automate putting some money in savings if you've identified that as a priority. Let's automate debt payments. Let's automate setting up a calendar event with your spouse to check in about your plan for the month and your money. So what can you automate that has to do with your money that's going to make your life easier and make this whole process more simple for you? Okay, so number 3 is eliminate. I really think elimination here has to do with how you're spending money and line items in your budget or in your money plan. So for now, as you get really clear about what to focus on first, getting clear about what is the priority that you're going to start with on your 90-day reset, what can you eliminate that is not a priority? What can you cut out? So when you think about simplifying, we want to take anything out that's not super important right now. What you focus on expands. What you focus on is what you'll be successful at. And so we want to put as much of our energy and focus on what is important and eliminate what is not necessary right now. Now, always keep in mind, whatever you're doing is temporary. So if you decide to eliminate Netflix or a cable package or a membership or subscription. Maybe you even decide to eliminate a car because you have 2 or 3 vehicles and you can go down to one less than that. What can you eliminate temporarily as a part of your reset as you go through these 90 days or 6 months or a year, however long you want to really put some focus here? What can you eliminate temporarily? And just know that it is just that. It's temporary, and anything that you eliminate now, you can reevaluate, which we'll talk about a little bit later, and you can intentionally put back into your plan in the future. All right, so let me know in the comments below, how do you like to simplify? Finances or not, what is your favorite simplifying trick? What is a way that you've simplified anything in your life lately that just has made you feel so much lighter and more at ease in your life? So word number 4 is actually not really money related, but I can't resist because it's all connected, you guys. So number 4 is donate. And yeah, I mean like walk around your house, pick up the stuff and get it out. Donate it, maybe throw it away, but I'm going with the 8 words, so donate is where we're going with this. But you might throw it out. You might just declutter in general. And I did actually do a video on decluttering your finances, which is more specific to how can you declutter your finances. There's some overlap here, but in that video, I talk about donating stuff too, getting rid of stuff, decluttering your space. When you declutter your space, a couple of things happens. Number 1, you see what you have. You feel more relaxed and content in your space, and you'll be less likely to go try to fill space or make your space better by buying new things. Truly, when we declutter, we have this sense of peace and calm, and we don't want to disrupt it. When we're cluttered, when things are messy, when things are really sort of uncomfortable, that's when we start buying stuff. That's when we start looking for a quick fix. That's when we're grasping for something external to fix what's going on in our space. But simply by removing stuff, by decluttering, by taking things out of your physical space, you make that space so much more desirable to be in. And that translates into a calm and a peace of mind that stops us from unnecessary spending. And if cutting out unnecessary spending isn't simplifying your finances, I don't know what is. Okay, number 5, reevaluate. So in order to stay simplified, in order to keep simplicity at the forefront of our finances, we have to be proactive. We have to look again at our plan. We have to continue to declutter our space. We have to continually reevaluate what we're doing. What can we donate? What can we eliminate? What can we consolidate? Always be watching, always be looking, always be reevaluating every month at a minimum. What can we make a change around? What has slipped through the cracks? What is new that needs a place in our system? What else can we streamline? So when it comes to simplifying, reevaluate and consistently stay on top of things. All right, you guys, so those are the 5 kind of magic words when it comes to the simplicity pillar. Again, they are consolidate, automate, eliminate, donate, and reevaluate. I hope this was really helpful for you. I do encourage you to go back and watch the first pillar, clarity, if you haven't yet. Again, that's right here. And stay tuned next week. We're going to be talking about my other favorite, I think I've said they're all my favorite, activity. Now you are clear on what's next. Now you have simplified the process. Okay, now it's time to take action. So activity is next week. I hope you'll join me. Again, subscribe if you haven't yet. Give this video a like, and I will see you next week. Bye.